Guys didn't figure that one out?
Listen, I'm the apple.
Man, what kind of nonsense y'all talking about now?
I'm the apple of God's eye.
Oh.
And I get the iCloud for the download that
Well, guess what? I'm that seed that's in that apple, okay?
Oh my!
It's not a coincidence.
So wait. So
it's not a coincidence.
Wait.
Hold on. It's not a coincidence.
Hold on.
The apple seeds are poisonous to
Yes,
dogs.
thank you. I'm right there with you, Drake.
Wow.
It's cyanide.
That means you're no good to the Gentile because they are. Let me stop.
They lied to y'all, man. Those seeds are good for you.
Are y'all
Those
done?
seeds are good for you.
Are y'all done?
The question is, are you done?
What do you mean?
Yeah, we just scaled.
It's 10 a.m.,
Hey,
sir.
wrap it up
11
already.
o'clock your time. What are you coming out here to close us in prayer? You're doing a
Yes.
closing prayer?
Yeah, there ain't no better one to do it.
He's doing this.
He's
got
got
one
night shirt.
Oh, bro, you gonna do the Hail Mary?
It's a night shirt.
The
Hold
what?
on, I gotta go. It's already 12 o'clock, man. I got things to do. I love you guys later.
You coming in here to do the Aaronic benediction? Go
He's
ahead.
got to go do the lunch at that community assisted living center.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
my.
You gonna come and visit? Are you gonna come and
She's already. She
I
said.
can have a
I'll come and
guest.
visit.
She said she was there last week giving you banana pudding.
Hey, Trot came in here to go like this. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you.
That's right.
Gracious.
The numbers. He's doing
That's right.
the blessing. Moses is close.
That's right.
What was it? Moses told
Like an
Aaron,
alien hand,
bless
bro.
the children of
Alien
Israel
hand.
with this one.
Man, I've been outside sweating. You can't tell. Look at my shirt, bro. I've been.
Benny, what's that shirt, Benny?
Hot,
What is
bro.
that shirt,
It
Benny?
hot, bro. It was
Oh
111
man,
here in
he's
day
stinky. He didn't put some perfume on. He's stinky.
Benny, what is that shirt he's got on?
That's his night shirt. He still got bed heads. Don't let him fool you.
Bedhead.
Cobwebs in the eyes. Cobwebs in the eyes.
Oh my god. No. I just had a couple the other day get that Grit Mastery Challenge coin. I got a couple of more working on it, but we're gonna have to start. It's already mid-July. Benny, what are you doing?
I got sweat and jerky juice dripping.
Benny in the gym.
Bring
Hey,
bring
Benny.
big,
Benny been in the gym 4 hours. You hear me?
do me a favor and bring Big up for just 1 second, please. Just to please me for a second. Come on, Big, come up.
Does
There's a reason for
anybody
that.
know medley press?
What's going on?
Who's requesting? Does anybody know her?
No, they didn't bring Big up. Wanted Big up for a second because it would have been the old crew.
All right, we'll bring him up. We'll bring him up. We'll bring Big Op up in a minute. Melody, what's going on?
Hello.
Big up, Big Ryan.
You said Big Op.
I said Big. I said Big. I never said up.
Big Nick, you did say
I
up.
said Big. I didn't say up.
He
I
said
did
bring
not say
Big
up.
up. Bring
I
Big
said
up.
Big up. UP up.
Okay.
not
Well,
Big Op.
Jesse, I think you can understand why it sounded like you said Big Op. Okay, let's not be.
I get it.
All right,
I
all
mean,
right.
you make mistakes. We know that.
I follow your lead. All right. Melody, what's going on? What's on your mind, Melody? Earth to Melody. We come in peace.
Okay. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Where are you from? You from Nigeria?
From Kenya.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Sometimes that
Like Saba.
like Saba? What?
Saba, that's your twin?
Anyway, Melody, what's on your mind?
About the Bible to discuss about the Jacob, if possible. The book of Jacob.
The story of Jacob?
Yeah.
I think she said Job. She said Jacob or Job?
Job.
She
Jacob.
said Job.
She said Jacob.
said Job,
What do you?
guys.
Oh, Job. Did you say Job or Jacob?
Job.
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 Job, bro. Job.
Oh my
Yes,
God!
yes.
Can she speak for herself? Lord have mercy. She's right here. Melody, what do you what do you want to say about Job, Melody?
Just to share about the story.
Do what?
She wants the whole story, bro. The whole 9 yards.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Melody, Melody. Right now we're about to read out of 2 Samuel. We won't be going
I'll
over.
be listening.
Yeah, just be listening then. We're gonna read
Thank
little.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. No.
Thank
no.
you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Absolutely.
I'll be listening. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right. So Big is up here. Big, what's up?
What's going on, everybody?
Oh no, Jesse wanted you to come up so she can make fun of you about
Hey,
something.
dog. What up, dog?
Yeah. Have at it. Let's go. Too
Okay.
bad Dre ain't up here. I'd have to body him out.
That's why he left, bro. That's why he left.
Yeah.
They call
He
it.
didn't want none of this.
No, that's why he left. Yep.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is. Oh.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, let me tell you something.
Hey,
Let me
I
tell you
can't
something.
wait.
Let me tell you
I'll put
something,
Ryan Big Tail on the Stairmaster. He'll last 30
bro.
seconds.
Let me tell you something.
Hey, this big boy, man, he could go a ways.
Man,
Maybe not all
stop
the way,
it, bro.
but he could go away.
Listen, not the way your shoes gleaming when you got them on. Ain't no way.
Man, no, he said he's gonna buy brand new shoes, bro. For that, he's gonna buy brand new. Still gonna be no lean on them.
Yep.
Brand new. Now let me tell you something about
PF
Dre,
Flyers, bro.
Let me
PF
tell
Flyers.
you something about Dre, bro. Dre's spent most of his life inside playing on a computer, bro. I've been outside. I come out from outside sweating, bro. Half of my shirt just.
I know that you have
Let me
no
finish.
revelation.
Let me finish, bro. Come outside sweating like a dog, bro. Come in here. And this dude says, hey, you come in here to close for prayer? Like if I've been on a computer playing around like him all day long. Bro, let me tell you something, bro. You need to come down here and work with me for about a week. How about that? That's what I thought.
Light work, bro. That's
That's
light
what I
work,
thought,
bro. What
bro.
are you talking about?
Light work.
I got up at 4 o'clock this morning doing my farm chores. I don't know what you talking about.
What light work? Oh my Lord, have mercy, this dude, man.
Hey, Chot, his
What?
farm chores are grabbing the eggs.
Yeah, he
If
said
you
my.
keep playing with me, I'm gonna cut off your
He
Social
said
Security.
he said my farm work, and he got off that game called Farm Work on there for a full hour.
Hey, you keep playing with me, I'm gonna cut off your SSI.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
I don't have SSI, bro, man.
Jesse don't need SSI.
I don't need SSI. Listen, all he does is go in there and go to the chickens. Hey, move a little bit. Let me grab that egg.
Yeah, they pluck at his hand. He's like, oh wait,
Hey, Jesse. Hey, Jesse, I know you're not talking. All your clients can't talk back. They're all dead. That's why they love you.
Easy,
They're dead.
easy.
Hey, Jesse's on vacation every other week. She don't need SSI.
Easy.
They're all dead.
Man, I just realized Himalaya's not even here. Was she here earlier?
Oh yeah, she was here.
Yeah, yep.
She was here bright and early. Well, then we'll just go over it to Mary. What were y'all talking about? I really didn't get to hear nothing today. What were y'all talking about?
Jesus, bro. What else are we gonna talk about?
Oh, okay, Jesse.
Compassion.
Stuff.
Moving with compassion, like Jesus did.
Moving with
Bringing the good
compassion.
news.
Dre was
Ways to tell
Dre wa-
people about God.
Yeah, Dre was spiritually scolding us. He said, man, y'all are in here every day and y'all ain't going and doing your business and sharing what you got, you gluttonous generation.
Man, he called y'all stiff-necked people.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Stiff-necked
yeah.
generation.
Fat and do nothing but eat all the time.
Who?
Y'all fat Christians got to get out and exercise.
He
Yeah.
told us to get off the couch. He said, get off the couches.
That's right. I said y'all are slothful, lazy generation, getting all this knowledge and all this wisdom from D-Scale and sitting on it. You lazy.
Lazy.
You're hiding your talent.
Hey, he ain't
Bro,
lying
I
though.
just started
He
to
ain't
learn how to
lying.
do videos. I just learned how to put a video together.
Yeah,
Give me a second
Jesse started
here.
making, and it don't surprise me at all. Out of all the videos, Jesse has dogs and cats, bro, geared up, bro. It don't
Trot,
surprise me.
You're the little Rottweiler, Trot. You're the little Rottweiler.
I don't know which one I am. I should have known, bro.
man.
Jesse's one of those people, bro. She'd rather live with animals than people, bro.
Oh, come on, guys.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, me too. I love
man.
my
He
cats,
created-
bro.
He created them
like
also,
it.
man. They
My
they
dogs.
know who their creator is. I mean, I was here at the beach yesterday and a little sparrow just came right next to
here
me
we go.
and just looked at me.
Here we go.
No, bro.
Don't get all
And
religious
it
on us with the
reminds-
sparrows, bro.
No, I'm not getting religious. It just reminds me of that verse when Jesus told them, "Don't I take care of them, man?
Yeah.
Don't I watch over you?" It's beautiful. Everything that is around us reminds us of Him.
Yeah.
Hey,
no.
Saba, you in here, Saba? Oh, she's in here. Saba, I love animals. I love black dogs. Those are the only ones I like in my house. All the black dogs, I gather them in my crib.
Why? Why black dogs?
Saba knows why.
Hey, Dre, I was gonna say,
Because
I was gonna tell Jesse,
that's the Islamic. They have this thing about black dogs.
Dre, I was gonna tell Jesse,
Muslims are
that
scared
was
of black dogs, bro. Muslims are scared of black dogs.
No, they're not. What?
Yes, they are.
Black stone, not the black
Oh, yes,
stone.
they
though.
are. Yes, they are.
Why are they scared of black dogs?
They say
The
they're
prophet said, it
bewitched.
said the jinn lives in the black dog.
They're bewitched.
The jinn lives
But
in a
they're
black
allowed to have
dog.
cats, though. They're crazy.
Hey, Dre, that's funny you said that because I was gonna tell Jesse that was the bird baby Issa created from clay.
What, a black bird?
That sparrow Jesse was talking to yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's so funny, Trent. I'm not gonna lie to you though. I'm sure you read it, but just for laughs, bro. I just gotta laugh at this real quick.
Yeah, what? Go ahead.
In Islam, baby Jesus, right? He was suckling his mom, and like they came to stone her because she had a baby outside of being married, or like because she was a virgin supposedly, right? Like
Okay.
that's what they.
I mean, that makes sense. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so they came to stone her, but baby Jesus was in the middle of suckling. And when they came to stone his mom, it says he took the teeth out of his mouth and pointed his finger and said, "You better not stone my mom. I'm the Messiah."
That makes sense, bro. Hey, that makes sense because he's God. He can do whatever he wants. Yeah, that makes sense.
He had teeth. He had teeth.
Wow, bro.
Hey,
Hey,
dog
is that what
started- he started walking.
Hey, is that what it really says?
Yeah. I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but yeah, that's essentially
He
what
pointed.
it says.
So
yeah.
he didn't just speak. He pointed his finger, bro. The finger of
Pointed
God,
his finger. Yeah.
bro. The
He
finger
pointed his
of
finger.
God.
Yeah, a little baby finger.
He grabbed
He's
his
like,
mom's.
"You?"
He grabbed his mom's teeth and he said, "Muhammad, I'm coming to get you."
That same finger that wrote the Ten Commandments of stone.
Oh man, wow.
They ran. They got scared.
Wow. You know, I can write some pretty cool books based on some of the stuff they got in there. Like some very entertaining stuff.
I think we all can.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What color is that cup? Is that a stainless steel cup?
Who you talking to? Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That's stainless steel. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Cool. Arrito. Te voy a llamar Arrito.
The heck is Arito? What's that? What's Arito?
Arrito.
What's that? What's that?
Arrito is this guy that drinks his beer out of a stainless steel cup, I know.
Well, I wish I could understand you, CJ, but I can't. What'd you say?
Arrito that's what they call those cups, right? And there's this guy that we know that drinks his beer out of the stainless steel cups, and we make fun of him because he drinks beer out of the stainless steel cup. So I'm calling you Arrito.
What is that? What's Arito mean? Is that a?
Oh, I thought you said burrito.
No, Arrito, bro, Arrito, the cup, Arrito.
Oh,
I might be saying it wrong.
No,
I
you're
just know
fine.
that's what they
You're
say.
fine. All right. Well, we're going to get into something, but before I do, we got about 60 something people on TikTok. Guys, I need at least 10 or 15 of you, please, to turn on YouTube at Descaled Live, the YouTube Live. I need at least 15, man. It tastes better in that cup. What tastes better in the cup? My coffee? Hey,
Flip, this for you. This for you, buddy. I know you like to slurp all over the and Hulk too. Hulk likes to eat watermelon over the bowl and spit all over it so everybody can eat with him.
I'm telling you, hey, Hulk is like a caveman, bro, for real, bro.
I love loud. I had to tell him, I said, hey, that's the community bowl now. You gotta back off the bowl and eat.
Yeah, I told Benny set up a big old platter. Like he act like we're in etiquette school, like if everybody's gonna have manners. He set that platter out there and I said, yep, that's a mistake right there. I don't even think
you needed to give him the version of Steinfeld. No double dipping, man. No double dipping.
Yeah,
hey, the platter went around. It started at me. It went to Jordan, then Flip, and it ended at Hulk. And there was still 2 people left.
Y'all want me to show y'all how Hulk was eating them berries?
3 people.
Hey, it ain't even that, bro. That wasn't even enough fruit for Hulk, bro. That little teaser platter.
Hey, Dre, you don't even need to put your camera on. We could just hear you and know exactly what was going on.
Hey, the way that boy stuck all 5 fingers in his mouth, bro, and then went and grabbed more. I was like, oh, I'm good, bro.
But that boy can eat, man. That boy can eat.
Blueberries.
Even his daughter said. I told her. I said, hey. I said, can he eat? Is he a big eater? And she just had a little grin, nodded her head one time, like, duh. Like, I mean, she was like, duh. Like, I knew it, bro.
Hey, Hawk, you even stuck the thumb in there?
Blueberries, man, it's hard to eat blueberries one at a time, okay?
Yeah,
sorry.
No, I'm telling you, he put that whole baseball glove down there and half the plate was gone. One serving, like, I mean, it was just like nothing. You know. All right, let's hop into something real quick. Let me see. Who's got something they want to discuss or maybe something you wanted to talk about or what? And I'll just wait for the DM from man, I ain't get nobody go to YouTube. Nobody can go to YouTube. If you're already there, please don't.
Oh, my bad. I got a question for you. How did Moses know about the Lamb's Book of Life, bro?
The Lamb's Book of Life, Moses, when he talked about a book. What did he say about a book? He said, let's go to it. Yeah, let's go to it. I remember. Yeah.
I think it's Exodus. God, I don't know exactly where it's at. I was just reading. It's like after 20. I know.
Yeah,
that
he's
much.
talking to God. Yeah. Okay.
It might be 19. It might be 19, I think.
Oh, I don't remember where it's at. Let me see.
No, because he said he'll talk to him from a cloud. It's got 19 is the cloud. It has to be 20, maybe 24, I think. Something like that.
Yeah. Well, well, I mean, somebody find it. I don't know where it's at. There's a hint there, though.
I'm cutting watermelon right now, bro.
32. Exodus 32:32.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Oh, Taylor, what's up, bruh?
What's going on?
Bro, where you been?
Sick and busy and running back and forth.
Bro, you were sick like 4 months ago. What's going on?
Yeah.
Man,
the weather can't
Taylor was at Mecca going around in circles around.
I knew it, bro. I knew it. He kept eating from that tree, bro, thinking that he was gonna win, bro, and they got him. All right, 32. Yeah, so we're still at Mount Sinai, right? When the people saw Moses, come down from the mountain. Yeah, we're still at Mount Sinai, bro. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, so we'll read, let me see. Yeah, so we got to read all 32, bro, because he's just coming off the mountain. So all this stuff just happened. So who's going to read? A reader. I need a reader out there. All right, well, whoever went to YouTube, I appreciate it, man. Thanks. We only had like maybe 10. We got about 15. So, and I'm trying to tell everybody, please, if there's a way that you can do both, that'd be amazing. And you do not have to send me an email apologizing. I mean, a DM apologizing, saying, I'm sorry. I just like the TikTok, set up better. You don't have to say nothing. I understand. I'm just saying, if you're at home, just turn your smart TV on and you can, bro, all you got to do is go to YouTube on your smart TV, find our channel. You have YouTube on your smart TV. Find your channel, and then you can just let it play, just have it on and lower it down. That's what Holka does. So,
hey, Trot.
Yeah.
Hey, Konnichiwa Kosamas is asking something from you.
Konnichiwa means hello. Hello is asking me?
So somebody with a Japanese letters is asking you something.
I think they're asking me in Japanese, though. Let me see. Could I be part of you all just a few minutes? I'm Abi from Peru, cancer patient. Well, you're here with us now, man. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm from Peru. Okay. Well,
he want to get on the live, but I told him you need more followers. I don't think that they catch the drift.
Yeah. Okay.
And you welcome here every day.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, you're here now. I'm Lady. Well, hello, Lady. Lady. Woo, man, if you don't know that song. All right. Let me see.
If nobody's reading, I'm coming down to my desk right now, and I'll pull it up, and I can read Exodus 32.
All right. I want to express. Oh, bro, they requested to come up. I'll let them up for a second. Somebody hop down real quick. All right, Lady, we're going to let you on for about a minute. Well, God almighty. Can y'all guys collaborate a little bit better than that?
Well, you got to order one person to come down. Otherwise,
I know, man. It's like trying to catch a ball in the outfield, bro. Nobody calls it. They're all staring at each other, bro. Come on, we need to communicate. Lady, what's going on? What's on your mind?
First of all, thank you so much. Thank you so much for adding me. My name is Lisbeth Abigail, or Abigail. I'm journalist, audiovisual communicator, and by the other hand, I'm a cancer fighter. I want to say thank you. Yes, I believe in Jesus Christ and a God, and I'm hearing you all. I respect every single comment, and I want to make a question, very important, please. In these times, these difficult, hard times, what is your the recommendation? ¿Cuál es tu recomendación? In Spanish, because I'm from Peru, Latin America, my friend. So I wanna hear you, because I can feel your hearts, your warm hearts, your faith, and that is amazing. Thank you so much, my college, my really fellow, because you're working out for radio, and by the other hand on YouTube, and so that's awesome. Thank you so much. These letters or kanjis in Japanese have a deep meaning for me and my family, and someone who is not here in this earth. But this is my private account. Don't worry about that. I'm very respectful and more with my different people from different countries and cultures. So I want to make this question, please. I'm a cancer patient, and a lot of us, because in this moment I'm hospitalized, a lot of us are fighting again, over and over again. I'm praying all the time. Believe me, trust me. What is your recommendation? What is your advice? I mean, about this all and these times, because this is a recording, right? That's like a record. como un disco, como una grabación.
Sí,
pregunta en español que nosotros le vamos a decir ahora en inglés.
Gracias,
Dale,
hermana.
Dre.
Muchas gracias, porque acá también hay hermanos latinoamericanos, gracias hermanos latinoamericanos, Latin America Powerful. Sí, lo que estoy preguntando es, ¿qué es lo que ustedes, cuál es la recomendación que tienen todos ustedes acerca de estos difíciles momentos que estamos viviendo en el mundo? Ya sabemos a qué me estoy refiriendo, ¿verdad? Periodista y una periodista que no es independiente, que está viendo la colisión del mundo. ¿Qué podemos hacer? Aparte de reír y todo, sí, pero muchos somos guerreros en nuestras casas de diferentes maneras, ¿no? In different ways. We are fighters in different ways. But there's a war in middle of this beautiful people.
All right, sis. Let me just stop you right there. So, Trot, the question is, what is your recommendation, or how should people act in these difficult times that we're going through in the world? And I'm assuming she's speaking specifically to the geopolitical standing of America and the rest of the world, along with Russia and everything. So, that's kind of the question. So I'll leave it to you to answer that.
Yeah. So how do you pronounce your name again?
Lisbeth Chavez. Nice to meet you. Abby is my second name.
Abby. Okay, Abby. Let me ask you,
Abby,
when did the difficult times start in this world?
Well, we're part of this problem, but it is not our fault, and you know that.
No, Abby. Listen to my question. Yes. When did the difficult times start in this world? When?
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Really deep question. When? Because all the times, over and over again, this is like a reset,
Abby, you're a Christian, right?
Yes, that's right.
Right.
Christian.
So the difficult time started in the Garden of Eden, when a tree they were not supposed to eat from, right?
Okay.
Yes or no?
I respect that view.
Yes or no? That was. Let me ask you. Hold on. Let me ask you. Hold on, Abby. Hold on, Abby.
Yes.
Listen, Abby.
Yes.
I need to understand how you see something before I can talk about anything. I don't know you. I just started talking to you 2 minutes ago. So is that a difficult time? After Adam and Eve ate from the tree they were not supposed to eat from, will you consider that a difficult time or no?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so that's where the difficult time started. It started right there. So it's nothing new. So to say, what is your advice today for this difficult time? Mm-hmm. The difficult time is thousands of years old. 6,000 to 10,000 years old. The difficult time didn't start last year or today. It was difficult as soon as that happened in the garden. And the answer to that is the tree of life. So the advice that the Bible gives is to choose life. So what's the advice to anyone in this fallen world? Because that's what you're asking about. You're calling this world a difficult time. We live in a fallen world. So the difficult part is for your flesh. But God tells us that we're not of this world. So if we're not of this world, then that means we're from another world. So if we're from another world, my question is, where is the other world that we're from if we're born again? Are you born again, Abby?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
If I'm gonna born again, because I believe in Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Dre, how do you say born again in Spanish?
Yes,
nacido de nuevo. Sí, nacido de nuevo, o sea, evangélico. Claro que sí. ¿Cómo no?
Él es evangélico, yo soy cristiana. Entonces somos, yes, we believe in Jesus Christ, but we groups, but it's not a matter, and you know that, because the main our rock is Jesus Christ and God and Saint Spirit, our Lord and Saint Spirit. But we this I don't know how I want to express myself in all my dimension, okay, but respectful, because I understand TikTok rules, So okay, how can we, or how could we?
Abby, si quieres lo puedes decir en español, yo te lo traduzco, no hay problema.
Lo que sabes que quiero, podemos evitar más guerras. Porque es que esto es una y otra vez que sigue y sigue y sigue. Es lo que le estoy diciendo, pero bonito, para que se entienda.
Pero dele poco a poco para poderle traducir. Dígalo otra vez cuál es su pregunta para traducírsela.
Okay. Gracias, hermano mío. I wanna make this question. How could we avoid more wars? Because terrible for our nations and our people, and God doesn't want all this. This is terrible.
Yeah. So Abby, where did the terrible come from?
I hear you.
Where did the terrible come from?
That people, that children.
Abby, no.
That's
no,
terrible.
Abby, what started what you're calling terrible? What started this?
Because when you make me this question, when it started, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I don't know exactly what happened with first pages of history. Okay.
No, you do.
But
you do know, Abby.
Sure,
you do know, Abby. You do know. We just went over it. It started in the Garden of Eden. In the Garden of Eden,
yes,
that's where listen. That's where the terrible started. So I'm trying to see if you understand that that's where it all started, right there. Not today. It didn't start yesterday. Abby, how old are you? Abby, how old are you?
41 years old.
Okay,
41 years old.
Are you saying 3-1? 3-1?
Sorry, 41.
41
years old.
Are you saying cuatro?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let me ask you this. Before you were born 41 years ago, before you were born 40 years ago, was the world already terrible, or it waited for you to get here to be terrible?
Because it is so tired.
No. Abby, listen to my question, Abby. I'm being serious. I'm not, yo no soy jugando. No, listen. Listen to my question. Before you were born, was the world already terrible, or did the world wait for you to get here and then it became terrible? Which one?
No, before that I could be here with you all. I'm very sure about that. History is not beginning from my presence here.
Okay, so my question is,
I'm not narcissist.
So my question, right? So my question is, was the world terrible before you got here, or did it wait for you to get here to be terrible? Which one?
Okay, for example, when you make me this question, please.
I'm trying.
When you make me this kind of question, thank you. It's very difficult because, for example, all people from Latin America, please listen to me. We have different problems, social problems, and this is purish is one of them. And Jesus Christ spoke about this in before times. And trust me, I know that Jesus is real. But
can I explain to her?
Ask her what I'm saying. Ask her the question in Spanish.
Okay, let me explain it. Abby, escúchame, Abby. Lo que el Señor te está tratando de explicar y la pregunta es, porque usted está diciendo que el mundo está caído, ¿cierto? El mundo está caído, que hay mucha guerra, muchas loquerías. Ok, ahora, tu pregunta es cómo se puede arreglar. Ahora, él te
evitar
preguntó, pero
situación.
escucha. Él te preguntó cuándo empezó el problema.
Exacto. ¿Y
El
sabes lo que
problema
pasa, hermana?
empezó cuando Eva fue desobediente y comió del
Claro, yo lo
árbol
entendí.
de
Es que,
del enemigo, ¿cierto?
¿sabes lo que
Ahora,
pasa, hermana?
pero escucha, Abby, escucha.
Hermana. Ok,
Dios
hermana.
lo dio a nosotros, Él le dio a ellos dos objetivos. Le dio el palo de vida, le dio el árbol de vida, o tenían el árbol de la muerte, ¿cierto?
Así
Pero
es,
ellos
así es.
decidieron escoger el árbol de la muerte, pero nosotros tenemos la salvación por Jesucristo que nos da a nosotros el árbol de la vida. Ahora, los problemas no van a cambiar, van a seguir, pero nosotros, como hijos de Dios, tenemos
All right,
la
Jesse, come on now.
oportunidad.
Jesse, shorten that up now. Shorten that up.
I am. I'm telling her.
No. Just ask her. No. Listen. Just ask her. Was the hard time before she was born, or did it wait for her to get here? That's all I wondered.
Okay. El tiempo empezó, los tiempos malos estaban antes del nacimiento de usted o
Claro
después.
que sí, hermana.
Eso siempre ha existido. Porque escogieron mal, pero tenemos a Jesucristo.
Hermana, pero yo tengo algo que preguntarte. Escúchame,
what's the answer? What's the answer to the question?
Please, wait a minute.
She wants us to give her an answer how to fix society.
Hold on a second. No, hold on. Listen, hold on a second. This is starting to get out of hand. I'm not getting an answer from her. What's the answer to my question?
Okay. I'm hearing you.
She concedes that it was in the Garden of Eden. She concedes.
Okay, well, how do I know? I have no idea what y'all are talking about. Okay, listen. All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, all right. Okay, so, so Abby, listen. Do you notice every time you ask me a question about today, I keep taking you back to the garden? Have you not noticed that?
Yes.
Why? Okay, hold on. Abby, why? Abby, why do I keep taking you back over there? Why?
Because of Jesus Christ.
No, not because of Jesus Christ. No, I'm not taking you back over there because of Jesus Christ. I'm taking you. Can I finish explaining? Abby, listen. Abby, listen. I keep taking you way back there because your flesh is keep trying to make you focus on the hard time in this world. And I keep trying to take you back to a spiritual truth that clearly you keep letting go. You're allowing your flesh to look at the hard time that's here, and it's becoming a problem in your flesh because there's no problem in your spirit if you're born again. First off, Dre, did you ask her if she was born again?
Yes, I think, if I'm not mistaken, she said no, not the way that we understand it, that she's a Christian and we're evangelicals, basically. So
she's a
more
Christian.
likely than not, so she more likely than not, I would assume, and we just have to ask her, hermano, usted es católico, me imagino yo, ¿no?
She Catholic?
I think so. That's why I just asked her, but she's on mute. I don't know if she left or what.
No,
I can almost
fine.
promise you that's because when you say evangelical in Latin America, that's like that means that you're,
Protestant.
You're a Protestant, basically.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So because the attitude that she has is someone that, if you ever seen a person from like Latin America, like if you ever seen them actually meet the Pope, this is the kind of talk that they give the Pope. This is what they talk about. The world, the sad, all the sad, everything's sad in the world, everything, all this. And they come to the Pope because they still don't know spirit, soul, and body. So the very foundation of what they believe is shattered by anything that happens in this world. And so what you'll have people from other countries that have it worse than us. There are countries that have it worse. And so when you say to them, hey, don't focus on the hard time, they're going to hit you back with, oh, well, you don't know what a hard time is because you're from America. And I'm like, well, who's got an echo? Somebody's got an echo. I think it's Dre.
No, I don't know how. I don't hear an echo. You guys hear an echo?
No, I don't hear an echo.
Please. This is my last words, please. In English.
Pero una pregunta, ¿usted es católica?
No, I'm Christian.
No, she's not Catholic.
She's not Catholic.
She's a Christian. I'm Christian.
Okay.
So please listen to me. I believe in Jesus Christ, obviously, in God too. But I'm a journalist, and this is my question. Please listen to me with attention, my brother, and they are going to understand me, and I hope that you too. Please, a lot of people don't want to believe in Jesus Christ or don't want to believe in God, and that is very dangerous. Yes, I know that there is, that the same thing you told us, and I'm very thankful with you because your explanation is very important, but it's very necessary to understand something. Flesh, spirit, souls, all these are in a deep connection, my brother. And God don't desire these kind of things. And we wanna peace. We desire to reach this goal as a goal for all us, because at the end, yes, our flesh could die. I know that, my brother. The most sadness is washing died should, that is very.
Yeah, Abby, let me say something. Let me say something to you, Abby.
Right?
Abby, let me say something. Let me say something to you, Robbie. I know exactly what you're talking about. I've been to war, so all the bad things you're saying you've seen, I've seen a lot. So you're not talking. So let me just finish. You're not talking to someone that is a stuck-up American behind a desk playing nice, without understanding what kind of hard times. No. I've been there. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've been to many countries. I've seen disaster. I've seen it. Okay. Yes. So I'm not ignorant to any of these things. And I didn't just see it. And I didn't just see it one time. I saw it every day that I was there for multiple years, and it never stops. So I understand what you're saying. So let me just say this, and we're going to move on. You can stick around if you want to, but the show today is not going to be about destruction and chaos and war. That's not the topic today. We're talking about Jesus only. And I'll just say this to you. It is not healthy for any human, including yourself, to salt and to stay with this on your mind. It'll eat your mind up. You have to be focused on Christ. You can't mix it. You can't say, I'm going to talk about the sad, listen, I understand. Like I said, I'm not ignorant. I know that if you're in an area, listen, let me finish. I'm almost done. Hold on. I understand that if, once a month or once a week or almost every day you see someone hurt, or I understand. I've been there. I fully understand. I'm not ignorant to this. What I'm saying is only through Christ is there peace, because you're proving that the physical chaos can affect your body. You're proving it. I hear it in your voice that you're sad and all these things. But Jesus said, let your heart not be troubled. So you are in control of not letting your heart be troubled, because you should be making disciples. You should be talking about Christ. And so you want a physical peace. And Jesus said, I didn't come to bring peace. He said he came to bring a sword. So the sword that Jesus brought was a spiritual sword. And we are supposed to go to battle spiritually with people who are not saved, so you can help them become saved. So while we're here and being distracted by all these horrible things, you only have two choices. You can let those things distract you. And every day you can worry and cry and strive and, oh, God, please help me. Or you could take the rod of God, who is Jesus, who lives inside of you if you're born again, and you take that rod of peace and you go minister to people about peace in the heart. Not peace out here. Jesus did not come to make the world peaceful. It's not true. That's not why he came. So while we're here in the hard time, you only have two choices. You can cry every day and focus on the pain, or you can go find people who need peace in their heart and help them see it. That's the only two choices you have. You have to make a choice. I set before you life and death. choose life. He tells you the answer, choose life. And since you've been up here, you have chosen death. The only thing you talk about is destruction and death, and you glorify Satan. I haven't heard you glorify Jesus one time. You glorify the destruction. Let me show you what I mean. No, let me show you what I mean. Just let me finish. I'm not saying, listen, I'm not saying you worship Satan. I'm saying your flesh, you are so focused of this world, you can't focus on the world that you're from. If you're born again and you have Jesus living on the inside of you, when Jesus was asked if he was a king before he was put on the cross, they asked him, are you a king? He said, my kingdom is not of this world. So if this world is not his kingdom, why are you so much in your mind in this world? You should be in his kingdom instead of being in here. You have a choice. Your mind does not have to be full of what's happening here. You can choose to have peace. It's your choice. So look, hold on. This is what we're doing. Listen. As of right now, that conversation is over. You're more than welcome to stay. You can come another day. You can always come. But I want to edify. I want to edify before we get off. So you can go ahead and mute your mic. Okay, you can mute your mic, and we're gonna read. We're gonna read Exodus 31. Okay, that's what we're gonna talk about right now. Exodus 31. So who's reading? Who's reading?
Gosh, I got it. Sorry, it was just my phone wouldn't unmute, bro.
My friend. And
Exodus 32.
For other.
So he wants us to read the whole chapter. You want to read it?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not Exodus 31. Exodus 32. My bad.
Yeah, I was just saying 32. Go ahead, Dre.
All right.
You got it.
All right. It says, and when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron and said unto him, up, make us gods, which shall go before us. For as this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we wot not what is become of him. And Aaron said unto him, break off the golden earrings, which are in the ears of your wives and of your sons and of your daughters, and bring them unto me. And all the people break off the golden earrings which were in their ears and brought them unto Aaron. Hold on, my bad. My wife's calling me. Give me a second.
Yeah, hurry up. I need to get a whip. All right, somebody read from there. No? Let me see. Where are we at? All right, so
I'm back. Oh,
go ahead.
She just needed the keys.
No, go ahead.
So, and then in verse 4 it says, and he received them in their hand and fashioned it with a graving tool after he had made it of molten calf, and said, this be thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And when Aaron saw it, he built an altar before it. And Aaron made proclamation and said, tomorrow is a feast to the Lord. And they rose up early in the morrow and offered burnt offerings and brought peace offerings. And the people sat down to eat and drink and rose up to play. And the Lord said unto Moses, go down. Hold on. And the Lord said unto Moses, go, get thee down, for thy people, which thou broughtest out of the land of Egypt, have corrupted themselves. They have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them. They have made them a molten calf and have worshipped it and have sacrificed thereunto and say, these be thy gods, O Israel, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt. And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Now, therefore, let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them, and that I may consume them, and I will make of thee a great nation. And Moses besought the Lord his God, and said, Lord, why doth thou wrath wax hot against thy people, which thou hast brought out of the land of Egypt with great power and with a mighty hand? Wherefore should the Egyptians speak and say, for mischief did he bring them out, to slay them in the mountains and consume them from the face of the earth? Turn from thy fierce wrath and repent of this evil against thy people. Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, thy servants, to whom thou swearest by thine own self, and saith unto them, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven, and all this land I have spoken of will I give unto your seed, and shall inherit it forever. Verse 14. And the Lord repented of the evil which he thought to do unto his people. And Moses turned and went down from the mount, and the two tables of the testimony were in his hand. The tables were written in both sides, and one side and the other were they written. And the tables excuse me, and the tables were the work of God, and the writings was the writings of God, graven upon the tables. And when Joshua heard the noise of the people, and as they shouted, he said unto Moses, there is a noise of war in the camp. And he said, it is not the voice of them that shout for mastery, neither is it the voice of them that cry for being overcome, but the noise of them that sing do I hear. Verse 19. And it came to pass, as soon as he came nigh unto the camp, that he saw the calf and the dancing, and Moses' anger waxed hot, and he cast the tables out of his hands and brake them beneath the mount. And he took the calf which they had made, and he burnt it in the fire, and the ground he burnt it in the fire, and ground it to powder, and strawed it upon the water, and made the children of Israel drink it. And Moses said unto Aaron, what did this people do unto thee, that thou hast brought so great sin upon them? And Aaron said, let not the anger of my Lord wax hot. Thou knowest the people that they are set on mischief. And they said unto me, make us gods, which shall go before us. For as for this Moses, the man that brought us out of the land of Egypt, we wrought not where or what is become of him. And they said unto them, wherefore, hold on, verse 24. And he said unto them, whosoever hath any gold, let them break it off. So that they gave it to me. Then I cast it into the fire, and came out this calf. And when Moses saw that the people were naked, for Aaron had made them naked unto their shame amongst their enemies, then Moses stood at the gate at the camp and said, who is on the Lord's side? Let them come to me.
All right, Mike, how's that? Is that better? TikTok has pick and pick. What is that? There's a delay. Yes, sir. What, Mike? Mike, what does yes, sir mean? Just put sound good, sound bad, or something like that, or no sound. You good now? Oh, okay. All right. Now I understand what that is. I can hear you now. Okay, Lorena, thank you for that. That's probably why half the people left. They probably couldn't hear, which I apologize for that. All right, so let's go to Exodus 17. Because remember, we're talking about a book, right? And somebody read Exodus 17 starting at 8. 8 to 6. This is after they got water from the rock. Can somebody else read? Dre's already read. No? Nobody can read?
Brother Tyler wanted to read. If not, then I can read. I don't mind.
Guys, we got like 70.
Just read. I don't think Taylor can read, Saba. You can read.
All right, let me say this quick. Guys, we got like 70 something people in TikTok, bro. We only got like less than 10 on YouTube. Is there any way that anybody can go? I understand the volume dropped or whatever, and I just fixed it. I don't know who that was. Nina or Lisa? Nina? Subscribe, like picked up their subscription. I'm always say thank you to that. So I missed it, but I just saw a little thing right here. So if there's any way, guys, I mean, golly, there's 70 something of us in here. If there's any way that you can go to the YouTube, Descaled, at Descaled Live, the YouTube channel, if there's any way you can go there and watch, man, that'd be amazing. I'm just going to keep reminding you, don't feel obligated, but if you're able to, that'd be great. All right, so who's going to read? We need 17. So Exodus 17 starting at 8.
All right. Mine is New King James, so let me read. 7. Okay. Now, Amalek. Do I have an echo? I think I have an echo, no? Do you guys hear an echo?
No, you're good.
Not anymore.
All right. Now Amalek came and fought with Israel in Rephidim. And Moses said to Joshua, choose us some men and go out fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill with the rod of God in my hand. So Joshua did as Moses said to him and fought with Amalek. And Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill. And so it was, when Moses held up his hand, that Israel prevailed. And when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed. But Moses' hands became heavy, so they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat on it. And Aaron and Hur supported his hands on one on one side, and the other on the other side. And his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. So Joshua defeated Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. Then the Lord said to Moses, write this for a memorial in the book and recount it in the hearing of Joshua, and I will utterly blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. And Moses built an altar and called its name, The Lord is my banner. For he said, because the Lord has sworn, the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Amen.
All right, so Amalek in Hebrew means what? Anybody? Benny, you there? Are you working? Are you working out?
Yeah, I got you.
And then where it says right here, the Lord is my banner, right? Jehovah Nisi, the Lord is my banner. What's a banner? That word Nisi.
Amalek means
Cavern.
Amalek means dweller in the valley.
Yeah, dweller in the valley. All right, so let's look at the name Jehovah Nisi. Right, so it says, and Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah Nisi. I need to know that word Nisi. I need to know what it means other than banner.
Yeah, so I'm there. I'm looking at Jehovah Nisi. It's 3071. Yeah, hold on, buddy. Give me a second. It means Jehovah is my banner. The suffix banner name is symbolic. Jehovah Nisi, my standard.
Right.
Yeah.
Sign.
So watch. So he says, excuse me. So he says, God is my sign. That's what he says. And he says that he's going to get rid of all the dwellers in the valley. God is my sign. That's what he's saying. Nisi, sign, banner, flag. What's the other word it says?
Standard.
Standard is a sign. Standard is the thing to look at, right? So it says,
This is guidon.
A guidon, yes. So he says right here. He said, okay, 14. It says, and the Lord said to Moses, write this for a memorial in a book. So he tells him, I want you to write this down in a book. And he says, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua. What does that mean? Rehearse it in the ears of Joshua. What does that mean?
Tell him. Pass it down to him.
Yeah, but he says rehearse. So go look up that word for rehearse in Hebrew. Because that word rehearse.
I got it.
Yeah,
I got it. It's rehearse is a phrase H7760, which is sum, which that's where you get summary from. And to put into place, to set, appoint, to make, to lay upon, to ordain, to establish.
Right. Where do you think Paul got faith cometh by hearing, and hearing the word of God? So this became the word of God because God told Moses, write it in a book. So once he wrote it down, it became the word. And then after he wrote it down, he said, rehearse it in the ear of Yeshua. So, where am I at? So rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. But he said, but if you pay attention, he's only going to do it if Moses rehearsed it in the ears of Joshua. He had to proclaim it in the ears of Joshua. So now Moses knows there's a book. It has God's word in it, and God uses the book to blot people out. He uses a book. So Moses knew. But how? He uses Joshua. He uses Joshua because he did use Joshua to enter to the land of Canaan. He used Joshua. So now let's go to Exodus 24.
Sorry, where are we going? I got a phone call.
Now you're good. Exodus 24. And let's, and we need to read 24, 1 through 18. So we got to read the whole 24. So who's going to read? Can somebody read?
Ooh. I mean, I can read it if nobody else wants to.
That's fine.
All right, let me go to my, to this one, 24. It's easier to read on the side. It says, and he said unto Moses, come up unto the Lord, thou and Aaron, Nabad, and Abihu, and the 70 of the elders of Israel, and worship ye afar off. And Moses alone shall come near the Lord, but they shall not come nigh, neither shall the people go up with him. And Moses came and told the people and all the words of the Lord, and all the judgments, and all the people answered with one voice and said, all the words which the Lord has said we will do. And Moses wrote all the words of the Lord, and rose up early in the morning, and builded an altar under the hill, and 12 pillars according to the 12 tribes of Israel. And he sent young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offerings and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen unto the Lord. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in the basins, and half of the blood, and he sprinkled it on the altar. And he had took the book of the covenant and read in the audience of the people, and they said, all that the Lord has said we will do, and be obedient. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people, and said, behold, the blood of the covenant which the Lord has made with you concerning all these words. Then went up Moses and Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, and the 70 elders of Israel. And they saw the God of Israel, and there were under his feet, as they were paved work of a sapphire stone, and as they were the holy body of heaven in clearness. And upon the nobles of the children of Israel he laid not his hand. Also they saw God, and did not eat and drink. And the Lord said unto Moses, come up to me into the mount, and be there, and I will give thee tables of stone, and a law and commandments which I have written, that thou mayest teach them. And Moses rose up, and his minister Joshua, and Moses went up into the mount of God. And he said unto the elders, tarry ye here for us until we have come unto you. And behold, Aaron and Hur are with you. If any man have any matter to do, let them come unto them. And Moses went up into the mount, and a cloud covered the mount. And the glory of the Lord abode upon Mount Sinai, and the cloud covered it 6 days. And on the 7th day he called unto Moses out of the midst of the cloud, and the sight of the glory of the Lord was like devouring fire on the top of the mount in the eyes of the children of Israel. And Moses went into the midst of the cloud, and gat up into the mountain, and into the mount. Moses was in the mount 40 days and 40 nights.
All right. So there's a book that has more than just, I'm going to blot out the Amalekites out of the book. There's more than that, because it says right here, it says, and he took the book of the covenant and read in the audience of the people, and they said, all that the Lord hath said we will do. Well, so far what we know about this book is it's telling them what God is going to do. God said that he's going to blot out Amalek. He said he was going to do it. And when you pay attention to God, he's always saying what he's going to do. Always. Until the law is here. It's always about what he's going to do. It's not about what you need to do. It seems that way because they're doing the burnt offerings, they're doing all, and you see them doing it. But for those that have ears to hear, you can see that those things that they're doing is a shadow of something God is going to do. It's not about them doing something. But if not careful, that's what you think the law is for. You think the law is given to you because you have to do it. Because it says, thou shalt not do this. Thou shalt not do that. Thou shalt not. It's always telling you what not to do. Meaning, this is what not to do in order for you to do something. That's how it comes off. But here in 7, it says he took the book of the covenant and read in the audience of the people, and they said, all that the Lord hath said we will do, and be obedient. Well, if the law was already in there, the law would not be given here, Mount Sinai. But they fell from grace when they did this. You know, it's funny. We sit here and act like that God was telling them to do something, and they go, we will do it. How is it so quickly we forget God's characteristic? How he's always telling you that he's going to do it. It's always his characteristic that he looked for a man and he couldn't find one. So Moses reads what's in there, and all they hear is do. It's no different today. The book is right here. The book is right here. And there are people who force themselves under the law because that's all they hear. How do you know that's all they hear? That's all they talk about. But then you have people like us. We hear the same thing we hear, but we understand what it means. We understand, and we don't have fear that he's going to blot us out. We don't have that fear because we're already written inside, not blotted out. So when Moses said in Exodus 32, when he said, please don't blot me out, this is coming from a spirit of fear. He knows that God can blot out people that are in the book. He knows that God can, but he has a spirit of fear. He may hear God and understand God, but he still has a spirit of fear because he doesn't have the spirit of Christ living on the inside of him. No, he did not. I know people like to believe that because, well, he's a godly man. Well, what made him godly? This is what people are missing. Nobody made themselves godly. Moses wasn't. I was like, you know what? You're an awesome man. No. It's by God's grace. Anybody awesome. It was by his grace. Why? Because he did it.
Yeah, remember, Tribe, he wanted his name to be blotted out instead of the people's for God's name's sake. Otherwise, the people.
Yeah, no, we're going to go back. No, we're going to go back to it. I'm just trying to show you something that, or let's just go to it so I can show you what I mean. We're Exodus 32. Let me show you what I mean.
32.
Yeah. I know. Hold on. All right. Because remember, the body.
Why is your sound cutting in and out, bro?
It is?
No, what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. That makes sense. Don't get me wrong. I just want to.
Yeah.
Who were listening.
Yeah, no, we're gonna go back to it. So we started at 32. I was gonna show you where this book is, right? And then we're gonna go back to 32 so you can see. Look, so when Satan contested, for the body of Moses, these things are not easy to see, and people hate it when I say it, but it's not talking about Moses' physical body, bro. I don't know why people even think that that's what's being said here. It's so funny to me. It's talking about the people, man, because Satan had dominion in this world. And he's mad because he doesn't think it's fair. It's not fair. They should be my people. I have dominion. You gave dominion to Adam. I have dominion. Y'all need to let my people go. Is what Satan is saying. That's the body of Moses. Not the physical body. And people are like, oh, well, he wanted Moses' physical body because if he had Moses' physical body, then he can do all these things because no, bro. Moses' physical body wouldn't have done anything for Satan. He didn't have the rod of God, bro. Are you serious? You think just because Satan entered Moses' body that all these miracles were going to happen? Moses was not the one doing the miracle. It was the rod. It wouldn't have mattered if he was. It wouldn't have mattered. Man, when I debate this with people, it drives me crazy. They're like, no, Moses. No, Jesus is the rod. And they're like, no, he's not. Like, man, that's why you see it the way you see it. You don't understand that the authority that Moses had was based on the rod in his hand. It's not him. But they think that Satan wants Moses' physical body. No, it's the people is the body, bro. We are the body of Christ. We are. And Satan wants us. How many verses do we have to go look at that shows that? It's the body. We are the body. Moses had a body. Jesus had a body. Moses was a shadow of Christ. Had nothing to do about the physical body. But we've been told that for so long, we think that's what. No, absolutely not. So with that being said, should be like.
That's good because God is like, go down, tell your people. He tells Moses, your people. Then when Moses goes back up, he says, your people. You know, he's telling God, your people.
Yeah.
But, you know, God in the beginning, he was telling them, you know, your people, Moses' people.
Yeah, he does tell them that's your people. It's his body, bro. We are all one body. They were all one body under Moses. Excuse me, I'm sorry. All right, so it says
something wrong with YouTube again, Trot.
What do you mean something's wrong with it?
Man, get viewers on YouTube.
Huh?
Get some people over to YouTube.
What do you mean? There's like 15 on there. What are you talking about? Huh?
Oh, okay. Well, I see 4. My bad.
Yeah, I got the real number right here. Can y'all hear me on YouTube?
Yeah, we can hear you on YouTube, and you got 14 in there right now.
Okay. Yeah. We're good here. Hey, Lloyd, what's going on, bro? Hey, Lloyd. Hey, Lloyd's he's something else. He got his whole Lloyd Lester the third. Irvine the third. Hey, hey, Lloyd, you gonna have a kid and call him the fourth or what, bro? You gonna have a kid and call him the fourth? Xavier, Irvine.
Bro, I'm the third. I'm the third too. That's crazy.
Where are we at? What's the address?
What are you doing? I'll take you outside in a minute, boy.
That's nothing.
Get over there, lay down. Okay. Yeah, so right now we are, let's see, Lloyd, yes, I have a fourth already. Is he going to make a fifth? Hey. What?
I said Trot must be smelling that beef jerky you was eating all morning while you was goofing around.
Do what now? Beef jerky.
I said Trot was smelling that beef jerky on you while you was goofing around.
Oh, I guarantee. Let me tell you, bro. One of my bags, I had just bought it. Sometimes I get the beef sticks, not the, slap it to a Slim Jim, not the Slim Jim, bro. It's full of grease. I'm talking about the actual like beef jerky, beef sticks. So they're like 50 dehydrated. Like they're not like exactly beef jerky. Anyway, bro, they're like, I ain't kidding. For a bag, they may be a pound or two. I think they're like, bro, they're like $15. Like they're not cheap for a little bag of beef jerky. Bro, I didn't even get to eat half of them things, bro. And I go back outside and like a goofball, I leave that bag out there. And I'm like, and I had a little bag with some stuff in it and the beef jerky I left outside. I come in the house, I went in here 1 minute, bro. And I don't know if he was staring at me or what. I come back outside and the beef jerky bag's gone. It wasn't there. And I thought it was in the bag. I didn't think nothing about it. And a few minutes went by. I'm like, man, I'm going to grab me a piece of jerky. And I look in my bag and it clicked in my head. Wait a minute, man. I think I left that thing right here. And man, immediately I turn around, I start yelling his name. And I'm yelling his name. Bro, when I yell his name, he's coming. I see him coming. He ain't coming. I'm like, oh, bro. I catch him on the other side of the barn. And see, I had zipped it. If not, he would have got them all out. But I always zip it. I don't want bugs getting in there. And when I get there, he's got that thing ripped open. And he's just like, he's got the whole bag in his mouth, bro, chewing on the bag. You know what? Next time something like that happens, I'm going to record that. I'm going to make a TikTok video. And so all of them are chewed up. But he is just saliva everywhere, bro. Like whatever meat are coming out of those holes in the bag, Bubba, he is enjoying it. But he couldn't eat a whole one because he's just sitting there smashing them up in the bag. And then finally, I could tell there was a hole and he started getting in there. So he probably ate 25% of all of them. So they were all cut almost in half. Bro, I grabbed all of them out, got a knife, cut those suckers in half, and I ate the other half. Shoot, I don't care. He didn't get to them. So, but he tore into those things, probably ate about...
His mouth cleaner than yours.
Huh? Well, I'm not... The part that he chewed on, I cut off. He didn't get to the other part. I'm not worried about, but I'm not going to sit there and just throw $15 away, bro. It's just not going to happen. Anyway, all right, where are we at? Where were we?
I think you was going back to 32. Exodus 32.
32.
Yeah. Yeah, 32. Yeah, that's where we're at. No, not 32. Not 32. Or is it 26 where he's, watch. 23, it might be 23. He says, for they said unto me, make us gods which shall go before us. Watch this. Go before us. There's only one that goes before us, bro. Jesus goes before us. But he says, which shall go before us, for as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we wot not that he become of him. And I said unto them, whosoever hath any gold, let them break it off. So they gave it to me, and I cast it in the fire, and there came out this calf. Now, who is this speaking? Who's speaking here? This is Aaron.
I believe that's Aaron, ain't it?
Yeah. This is Aaron trying to say, bro, no, listen, bro, listen. The people made me do it. It's always the people. And it says, and when Moses saw the people that were naked, I'm sorry. And I said unto them, whosoever hath any gold, blah, blah, blah. And it says, and this calf came out, he said. And when Moses saw the people were naked, for Aaron had made them naked until their shame among their enemies. So now they're naked. Okay? But if you don't understand, this is not just trying to tell you that their genitals were bouncing around, they're running around. This is talking about them being the other kind of naked that we discuss all the time. Okay? And it says, then Moses stood in the gate of the camp and said, who is on the Lord's side? Let him come unto me. And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves together unto him. And he said unto them, thus saith the Lord of God, Israel, put every man his sword by his side and go in and out of the gate to gate throughout the camp and slay every man his brother, and every man his companion, every man his neighbor. And the children of Levi did according to the word of Moses, and there fell of the people that day about 3,000. For Moses said, consecrate yourselves today, the Lord, even every man upon his son, upon his brother, that he may bestow upon you a blessing this day. And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses said unto the people, ye have sinned a great sin, and now I will go up to the Lord, peradventure I shall make an atonement for your sin. So Moses saying, I'm going to make the atonement. Me. Why? Because they already told Moses, we don't want to talk to God. You talk to him. They already said it. They heard a trumpet blast and they said, that's too much to hear. You talk to him. We're not going to talk to him. You talk to him.
So the question, my question would be like, the people that they slayed, was that the atonement? Like why did he, if he didn't want his people to get wiped out, why did he even decide to wipe out 3,000 people? Like, what was his goal behind that?
Yeah. Because remember, God said, who's on the Lord's side, come to me. So basically the ones that did not proclaim were on the Lord's side. They didn't proclaim it. So if you're not on the Lord's side, then so these people did not proclaim God.
So the atonement was for the Levites that actually went on his side. The atonement had nothing to do with the people that were wiped out. They were wiped out because they weren't on the Lord's side. And then Moses goes to the mount to do an atonement for those that were on the Lord's side, correct?
Right, because this is the 50, the Penta. This is the first Pentecost right here. So the second Pentecost, which everybody calls the Pentecost, which is at Mount Zion, that's not the first Pentecost. The first Pentecost is Mount Sinai. This is where Paul got the revelation that the letter killeth. Remember, the law was given at Mount Sinai. And when the law was given, the law strengthened sin. And that day, 3,000 people died, which is a significant number. because 3,000 is pointing to an overall like master plan that God has. It's an overall plan. And the first time we see it is when Samson unalives himself with the 2 pillars. That's the first time we see it, which is a prophecy of Christ unaliving more people in his death than he did when he was alive. So when Jesus was alive and he brought back people mentally, he brought them back to God mentally, not spiritually yet, because the atonement had made. But the 12 disciples, they were brought back to God mentally. They just weren't atoned for, but they were brought back to God. There was life on them. If not, he wouldn't have been able to go to the Father from the Mount of Olives, holding the olive branch to the ark, the heart of God. He wouldn't have been able to do that, but he was able to take the life, the spiritual fig leaves from the Mount of Olives, utilizing the Spirit. He was able to take that back to God, saying there's life back on earth, only because he was able to get them to understand who he was through the Spirit, even though he hasn't the death, burial, and resurrection hadn't occurred yet. You know, when Peter when he proclaimed, "You're the Messiah, the Son of the living God," he said, "Flesh and blood, and I told you that, but my Father, which is in heaven." So they were able to get spiritual revelation, but they were only able to do it because Jesus was there with them. That's the only way. So he was abiding with them. Even though he wasn't inside of them, the Spirit of God was upon them because he was right there. So it's no different than the Spirit of God being upon all the people.
So it would be like I didn't think about this, but that would be like Jesus is the Ark of the Covenant. So when Moses or the high priest received, like, they would put the ephod on, they would ask questions, they would receive quote unquote revelation through the ephod and the Urim and Thummim in the presence, abiding by the Ark of the Covenant. So Jesus is the Ark of the Covenant on this side of the cross. So these guys are getting revelation because they are next to the true Ark of the Covenant, which would be Christ at that point.
Yeah, he's there. That's why he said, when the scribes and the Pharisees said to him, they don't wash their hands, or they were talking to him, why don't, and he goes, well, Jesus tells them, well, why do they got to do all those things? I'm here right now. He said, the bridegroom's here, but here pretty soon I won't be here. So the fact that
the fasting.
Was it fasting? I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, it was the fasting. Yeah, it was the fasting. It was like, why don't your disciples fast? He says, why would they fast when the bridegroom's here?
When the bridegroom's here. Why they got to fast? And so, but if you don't understand what fasting is, right? You think fasting is to God. Like, I'm going to fast. I'm going to twist God's arm behind his back and he's going to do something. And he's like, fast? What do they need to fast here? The bridegroom's here. So you don't understand what fasting is. You're not going to understand why Jesus is telling them that. Jesus is saying,
so
yeah, go ahead.
So he's like basically telling, they're starting to like catch. So he's basically telling them, like, why would they fast? Which people would think fasting is just to starve yourself, but without understanding that you're putting the carnal mind to death and trying to adhere to the spiritual mind. But the mind of Christ, God himself, was right there.
Right there.
So he was already telling them what to do.
Yeah.
They didn't have to lean on the Spirit. The Spirit was literally abiding around them and with them.
Yeah, they didn't have to put their flesh in submission so they can hear God. They can hear him. He's right there. He's right there talking. He said, my words are spirit and truth. So even though they can physically hear what he's saying, he is the word. So he says everything perfectly so you can understand what he's saying. He may not say it clearly for your flesh, but he tells the truth, and we are supposed to try to figure out what we're trying to get on his level, bro. So even though he came in the likeness of flesh in our level, it is us that have fallen short. So we're the ones that have to understand what he's saying. It's us. He's not the problem. We're the problem. We've been the problem because of Adam's fall. But the integrity of his word will never change. God doesn't change his word so you can understand better what he's saying. No. He says it, and it's up to you to understand what he's saying. He is the riddler. He tells the riddle. It's your job to figure out what he's saying, period. So here it says, 29, all right, past, tomorrow, 31. So this is Exodus 32, 31. And Moses returned unto the Lord and said, "Oh, this people have sinned a great sin and have gods of gold." Now remember, this is the body of Moses, these people. It's the body of Moses, man. So he already understands blotting out. So what Moses is saying, even though he's saying, let me do it for the people. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. Matter of fact, why am I not just reading it? It says right here, great sin made him go. 32, he says, yet now, if thou wert forgive their sin, and if not blot me, I pray thee, out of the book which thou hast written. And the Lord said to Moses, whosoever has sinned against me, him will I blot out of my book. But the fear that Moses has, right? Because Moses is afraid of God blotting them all out. That's what I was saying when we were in chapter 17 and 24. Moses understands people get blotted out, bro. So out of fear that he's going to blot all the people out, he said, hey, you don't have to do that to everybody. You can just do it to me. And he says, God says, and the Lord said to Moses, so this is 33, Exodus 32, 33, whosoever hath sinned against me, him will I blot out of the book. Therefore now go, lead the people unto the place of which I have spoken unto thee. Behold, my angel shall go before thee. Nevertheless, in the day when I visit, I will visit their sin upon them. In the day that I will visit, what's the day that God visited man?
When he resurrected.
Well, when he came in Jesus, that's when he visited. Remember, how many times does it talk about visitors that came and visited godly men, right? Abraham had 3 visitors. There's people that they're considered visitors. And he said, in the day when I visit, I will visit their sin upon them. And the Lord plagued the people because they made a calf which Aaron made. So right here, this part right here says, he said, forgive their sin. If not, blot me, I pray thee, out of the book which thou hast written. And the Lord God said to Moses, he says, whosoever has sinned against me, him will I blot out of my book. Him, the one that has sinned. I'll blot him out. And Jesus became sin. So Moses is thinking that he's going to unalive all the people. He doesn't understand. Oh no, there will be a him that will get blotted out. There will be a him that get blotted out. Do y'all know who got blotted out of the book?
Judas.
Yeah, but God says, him who sins against me, him I will blot out. Him. There is a him. There is a one him that gets blotted
Satan,
out.
the adversary.
Yeah, well, it's the serpent. The serpent,
yeah.
Right? And Jesus became the serpent. So that's how it was blotted out. Legally, it was blotted out. God did not just say, oh, serpent, you're blotted out. No. He did it legally. In his tabernacle, that flesh became the serpent. Because remember, the serpent is the sin inside of the tree. We are all trees. We are all trees. And that serpent, which is the spirit, which is the spirit that was inside, that spirit. And then some people, you'll hear people say, what about the soul? Or what about this? No. Adam became a living soul. Adam did. Adam became a living soul. So people will argue, well, do angels have souls? That's an argument you'll hear people. Do they have souls? I wonder if they have a soul. Adam became a living soul. A man did. But one thing we can say is all angels were made of God. Therefore, they have the light of God in them. But the Bible makes it clear that Satan became darkened because of the sin of the much merchandise, the iniquity that was found in him. That's the serpent. That's what's called the serpent, when he made the choice that he was going to unalive Adam and Eve. If you remember, before Cain unalived Abel, God already knew he was thinking about doing it. And he comes up to him and he says, "Why has thou countenance fallen?" Thy countenance. Just not talking about Cain having a sad face. Jesus is the countenance of God, the face of God, him. And Cain already had made up his mind. And so the countenance of Cain has fallen. It's no longer there. And he said, sin lieth at the door. He's telling him, like, I see it. You're already about to do something you know you shouldn't do. And that's the sin. It's that serpent that's there. And Jesus became that serpent. And so when he unalived sin, which is the serpent, he unalived it at the cross and it was blotted out of the book. So it's not going to be there when we return. There's people that say, it's crazy how they think that the tree of knowledge of good and evil is still there, bro. They think it's a physical tree, man, and it's still there. That's why we're not going back. We're not going to go back to eat of that tree. Bro, you can eat of that tree right now. They don't understand what the garden is, your heart. Your heart, man. The Garden of Eden is the heart of man. It's either has thorns and thistles, or Jesus got planted in there and you became part of the body of life, no longer thorn and thistles. So if anybody has not been born again, they're of the fallen Adam, the fallen Eden, meaning your heart is desolate. That's why you're considered barren. You cannot bear children. You cannot be fruitful and multiply spiritually because you have thorn and thistles. You don't have Christ living on the inside of you. He's the only thing that gives life. How can you bear children if you don't have Christ, who is life, the tree of life living inside of you? How? You can't. There's too many of this that people are missing. They're missing it. It's huge. Huge. What time is it? 12:30? Oh, man. That's fast. Let me bring up, anybody know GWE? Let me bring up GWE. What's up, G? What's going on, man? What's on your mind? Nope. All right. I tried, G, man. Something's up with your... All right, Mr. Pie. Let's see if we can get Mr. Pie up. Mr. Pie, what's going on? Well, maybe they were waiting too long or something. All right. I tried to bring y'all up. All right, man, we're going to go ahead. Hey, y'all got something to add to that before we go? Anybody?
Not me. You're good.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good. God bless.
All right. Let's see. Jess, you got something to say before we go? Nope. Taylor, what you got?
God bless you guys. Great to be back.
Absolutely,
see you guys
man.
in the morning.
Yeah, hopefully we see you in the morning. Hulk, what you got, buddy?
Great live, man. Before we got here, we did a bunch of what Dre said was powerful. I know he hears me. Great live as always, man. Love y'all. God bless.
Absolutely. Saba, what you got?
Thank you, brother. Beautiful teachings. I just heard from Brother Dre that he mentioned that Judas was taken out of the book. Is that the book of life? Like, is there any verse or something? Like, I don't know. That was like first time I just heard it.
Yeah. So remember, the book of life, the people that are going to be in the book of life, there's only one life in the Bible.
Okay,
Jesus,
I got it. Okay,
Jesus is the book of life. He is the book because he's the word.
Right.
He's the word, right? So if you're not saved, you're not in that book. So there's the argument, right? Was Judas able to repent? Was he not? And it is an argument. There are people that will say that there's two sides. He was saved because he was able to repent because he threw the 30 pieces of silver back. He wasn't saved. There's an argument and a debate about that. So that will say that his name was blotted out, wasn't saved. So that's what Dre is referring to. That, but whatever side people choose, I don't argue about it because I understand why people are confused. I get it. It's not hard. It's just like anything else. You know, Trinity, oneness. I mean, because God talks about three and then it says he's one. So I don't know why people are so confused. He calls himself both, three and one. But if you don't understand spirit, soul, and body, you're not going to understand what the three and what the one is. You're not going to get it. You just be sit there arguing all day. But guys, God bless. Just so everybody knows, we'll be starting at 8:30 year around July and August. People don't want to come out here to go pew pew. It's too hot. It starts 3 digits and it's already getting there. So here pretty soon, I won't be going out at a certain time. So we have to start a lot earlier. The classes have to start a lot earlier and there's not as many of them. And I'll be personal training some people at the gym. So there's a lot of things I do. Personal training, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I teach people how to conduct themselves in firefights, and I split wood. And when it gets really hot, the things that I do later, I transition them back to earlier. So here in Texas, it's already hitting triple digits. So I don't know if it's going to be. Matter of fact, it might start Monday. So to be honest with you, so today's Wednesday. So Thursday and Friday may still be 9 or 10 o'clock. I mean, I'll start the live at 8:30, but I won't be able to hop on till 9 or 10. But starting Monday, and if it's not this coming Monday, it will be the next one. But I will be going live literally at 8:30 or 8:25 or 8:35. I mean, within 5 minutes, I will have this screen open because everything's going to be done early. You have to, man. It's just something you learn in Texas. Like once you start getting into 3 digits, everything moves ahead. You know, so you can start getting some things done. Nobody wants to be out there 105 degrees. There's no point. All you got to do is be smart. So I get up early as it is, but we don't go. A lot of pew-pewing happens around noon or o'clock, which is going to be today and tomorrow. But we're going to have to move everything forward. So because of that, I'll be opening this camera literally give or take 5 minutes around 8:30. So let me see. Anyway, God bless, guys. We'll see y'all in the morning.